Let's take a look and see what we're going to see in this 8-card reading related to spiritual gifts. Where are we going to start out? Oh, we're going to start out with, oh my God, change. All right, this is good. Okay, the first thing we want to say about this card is it's like an integration card. Look at all of the way that the colors are swirling together on the outside. This means like big energy, big empathy, big emotional reader. So you're going to be able to really be aware of all the subtleties of the different feelings that people are expressing. You can hear it in their voice. You know who's got a pure heart, and you know who's angry, you know who's sad, and you know who's all of those different things, mad and glad. It's really just like this high-tech ability to be super sensitive to all the little angles of the changes that keep happening, to people around you and to yourself. So wow, what a whirlwind it can be sometimes. Oh, it's overwhelming when we have all these senses exploding with all of the emotional reactions and emotional exchanges. The other thing though that we see here is, so you can see this outer circle here, that kind of is like, this is what we want to say here, that what you want to do is you want to be able to find your center. Right? You can see that in the black and white space in the middle. And we're going to find our center by doing simple practices of pausing, getting calm, by focusing on our breathing. Using our breathing not just for air to support our lungs and our body, but using it as this whirlwind of a neutralizing system. And with our awareness on our breathing, we're really bringing our awareness away from the rings of people's emotions or thoughts, and we're bringing it right down into this focal point within us. Really getting our composure, really getting our focus, really getting that power of the personal self that you are. And from there, you can allow yourself to have these little compartments. You can see them here, these little databases of different experiences. Think about it like different departments of your life, like being a mother or being, a coworker or being somebody that enjoys a sunset and on and on. We have all of these different storylines that we can enter into and have an experience out here, and then we can go back into this quiet space of the black and white yin-yang symbol, which is pausing and breathing, exhaling. That's what this whole symbol is about for you, is it's just getting our center all throughout the day at different times. Let's pull a second card. We're going to move forward and see. So this big empathy, this big ability to move a lot of emotional energy and to perceive it. Yeah, and that's going to increase your ability to feel that self-worth, that center. So you're not going to feel out of control as much in any way. You're going to feel like you can manage these things. Okay, so this practice of pausing and getting calm when emotionally disturbed by people or by situations, by other people's emotions or by information. We pause, we get centered, and every time we do that, we're taking another step closer to this little seat. That's what's in the middle here, this little self-worth seat, where we are connected to really like the stars or the universe or some type of an inner light that is there for us. You can see it on the iceberg here. You're like sitting on the white light space where no one else can get to. The trees are way out there. It's separated by water. No one can come across to your quiet little inner island of your quiet little self-worth space where you are a little snow angel, little girl, meaning just awe and wonder, a faith that is wide-eyed and ready for more and more of the good things that the world offers. So we're still on this gift of being an empath, of being able to feel feelings deeply. And it is going to be neutralized by the breathing practice. Perfect. So this is hopelessness, but this is not saying you're hopeless. This is saying goodbye to hopelessness, because here you are having overcome the world, right? You have found your self-worth. That's why she's wearing the brown dress. That is this here. So she comes in a little dingy, like a little beat up from the world of emotions, of the whirlwind of change that keeps happening 24/7. Then she's able to get calm by going into her middle space, the pausing and breathing. That's her walking into her self-worth space, her inner core space where there is peace, where there's quiet, where there is that one personality that animates all of them. The inner light, the inner observer, the quiet, serene space of self-worth. That gets you from that brown dingy coat to being able to get the vibrant brown here and throwing your hands up in, hey, I got this now. Hey, change. It's all right. I am in the center and have overcome the world. You can see it here. You can see it there. She has got all of this green growing around her now, which is what? All the green is going to be able to grow up around you as you get emotionally stabilized by using your breathing. That's going to allow you to have people come up to you who might be a little disgruntled, who might share a little bit of information or emotion in a way that might be ouchy, but that's going to be them out here in this outer circle. So they're not going to get into your inner core, and they're definitely not going to get into these little compartments that you create there around you. So you can be safe and protected. Here you go. You're going to see all the green growing up around you. That's new growth of new understanding. That's new energy, new beauty. That's all sorts of manageability that then blossoms with the purple flowers. And what's that? That is you having a renewing of the mind over and over. So now your intuition is going to be blossoming big. And that's the second gift. Your empathy is there, and now your intuition's growing more. Okay, so now, your intuition, this is going to be just the flow of knowing things. Like right now, if you were to just pause and breathe, get into your center space where nothing exists, and you were just to think of a number between 1 and 100, ask for it, then a number will come in. For example, for me, 77 just came in. Great. So here you are in your core space, right? In your quiet inner space. That's what this is here, where no one can go. That's you having your little iceberg experience of self-worth. You've made it to the throne of yourself in that inner space. And now you can go to the white light anytime you want, and you can ask for inspiration. Just like I just asked for a number between 1 and 100. I'll ask for something else. Give me a word that starts with the letter T. Tornado. Oh, or is it? No, it is Toledo. Toledo, Ohio. Why? We don't care why. This is what it's all about, to tap into intuition. You go and you ask for something by setting the intention, and you bow down, not really like be subservient, but this is just showing them like relaxing down and being willing to receive what pops in the moment. So you've got the empathy, and now you've got the intuitive flow of information that flows through you. And now you just open your mouth and let it flow. You write it, you sing it, you let people know what you are thinking and seeing and feeling and knowing and being. You are a channel of the light. Oh my gosh, all of a sudden you let go. All of a sudden you will know everything is starting to emerge for you in a brighter, bright and blossom way. You are this green heart chakra who now can just sort of like relax and let go and throw up her hands because she knows that she has made it to that self-worth space. She's valuable. She's a unique face, right? A unique face. Focus there. A unique face of God-sourced universe in the world. So it is showing that you want to go up and talk to the light, meaning talk to God, talk to source, talk to the universe, any way that you feel. This has her talking to the sunflower. So you can talk to it any way you prefer. Allow it to give you information. Don't have to judge the information as good or bad, black or white, or any of that. That's what it's showing here. In the world, we have positive and negative, but this other stuff that we're talking about is just, look, a variety of colors, a variety of the colors of the light that are shining in as information in us. You definitely have all of these gifts, and look how very complex it does seem. This is what I said about the multiple feeling experience of being able to get all of these different personality experiences, right? It just, in a way, you can understand all the different people around you in different ways. And what we really want to do is be able to get into that quiet inner core reality or core identity. All right, the 6th card's coming out, and let's see what it's going to be, because we have this surrender card. Surrender to the wonder and the awe. Okay, this is really good. This is that childlike awe and wonder. This is that anything is possible place. So what I'm seeing is that change card that came out first, just kind of like, there's so much data, there's so much emotion, everything is kind of overwhelming at times. We don't know what exactly to pick to be who we are. I'm not sure who myself is. I don't know what I'm worth, but I know that I am valuable and unique. I am that spirit or that consciousness. I am that white light space. I am that white light space that lives inside of a person's life. I am that little core space, that awareness, that consciousness that's inside the eye of the storm of emotions and information. And Now that we're in there, we can look around and we can really embrace the full variety of who we are as a child of God, who we are as a self-worth angel, that we really do feel the quality of our life now. You can see that that brown that we saw over here is now getting really enriched as that orange because the sun came in. We're starting to go up to the light more and more. We know our value ourselves with our self-worth. We value who we are as a unique expression. We're not judging the things that come into our mind, into our intuition. We're sharing them gently. We're sharing them with emotion. We're letting them flow like you hear me sing. You feel it in the voice. You know it's in the air. You're just a subtle channel for so much information to everyone. Look at you flowing in your new authenticity that's coming for you. You can see it all, the way that the colors are vibrant but pastel. This means a rich, rich, rich experience as you add more joy and more light into your day, into your spring, to your step, a little bit of letting go of any worries and fears by going up to that space of pausing and breathing over and over, getting into your center space over and over through pausing and breathing. I'm going to send you a link for a little practice to help reinforce that. As you do that, you develop more and more a safety or a comfort for the light and you being one. And it goes from the dreary, dreary brown that was here to this rich, rich orange when you mix it with the emerging light of you practicing. So the next thing does feel like you actually finding more and more ways to go out there and to practice empathy, emotional empathy, and intuitive reading. Okay, here's nature's wisdom. See, it's a natural wisdom that comes into your consciousness based on your agreement that you are worthy or worth. You're somebody who has been chosen. The best way to say it is we are all chosen, but you are choosing to believe in that special information and emotional feeling that you're able to read off other people. And then you're trusting on faith. Where's that card? You're trusting on the faith card that it is the right thing at the right time, and you're learning to kind of go with that. The reason why we see a shadow here is because we've kind of let ourselves go, and we've let all the different variety of who we are go. All the labels, all the roles, all our personalities, we let them go. For example, I rollerblade, I bike, I'm a runner. I let all that go. I'm a dad, I'm an author, I'm a psychic clairvoyant card reader. I let all those labels go. And I get down to this core blank self, this blank canvas. And what do we really see there? We see the black and the white duality space again. There it is again, black and white. So we want to really take ourselves off and make the light more dominant as part of who we are. That light is simply the inner awareness, the inner consciousness, the quiet mind when we pause and breathe. So we want to keep coming back to the blank canvas space. This is how to use the gift. Go back to the blank canvas space by using the pausing and breathing over and over. It is the way to go, the doorway to that inner space. That's going to start to create this identity of an awareness, this identity of a spirit, this identity of a conscious spiritual being living inside of a multiple self, meaning a self that can take on a lot of different roles, a lot of different stories. And we want to get into that core identity and know that that's who we really are as a child of the light, as a child of God, as a star seed, as a awareness having a human experience. Okay, let's pull the last card and find out. So I do feel really strongly that you have a very vast and wide, see this big bird's eye, space eye view of a little earth? You have a big capacity to handle emotion and detailed information exquisitely. So that's all going to work out over time, and we're going to be able to get the clarity of our worth as a self who is really a spirit, a spiritual light living inside of a human's body, a human's life, and human circumstances. And as you shift your identity more and more to being that inner core light, then it's just going to get easier for you. So the last card in the reading that comes up is the silence card. Okay. Whoa, yeah. So that's what we're really talking about. It started with finding a way to get to that core, and it really is for you going to be the breathing. Movement of awareness to breathing when emotionally disturbed. Bringing silence in. Sitting in the silence where there's no identity, where there's nothing but awareness and a blank slate. Being out of the world and in outer space, beyond the world. This is the same card if you think about it. We're way in outer space, and this is where we're looking from, down at the earth. These are your two eyes, really. They're way out there and way in here. The silence between the breaths. The sitting throughout the day at different times just in quietness. The pausing and breathing, moving awareness to breathing, realizing, wow, this is a space of nowhere. Wow, I am existing beyond myself. Oh, I can hear the angels giving me information that I ask for. Oh, I'm not afraid of who I am. Oh, I can control the emotional flow. Oh, the world is such a place of childlike awe and wonder. Whoa, you are a magical person. Thank you so much. Take care.